Okay, so yesterday my pump stopped working, and also I had added some sand and gravel, and I didn't rinse it very well, and the water was really cloudy. I got this new pump and filter mechanism this morning on Amazon, $72. Thank you very much. Plugged it in, it's been running all day, and this water is so much better. I can actually see the bottom in a way that I couldn't before, and it's only been on for maybe 8 hours. So I am really pleased with this pump slash air filter, pump slash filter. So that's pretty good. The plants are doing all right. And the other big news today is that I got my sunshade. It's not high enough. I'll need to raise it, but I'm making great progress here. I'll need to raise it a little high. I'll probably get it, not probably, I will get 2x4s and extend the height of the posts like I did there. So I'll do that there and there. But this is looking good. This is what I wanted to happen. So now I can put some plants here and not be afraid of them getting burned up. And the other huge news is that my cereus is going to bloom tonight with like 50 blooms. I thought it would be tomorrow or Wednesday, but pretty sure it's going to be tonight. Lots of blooms here. So there's going to be a little blooming party going on at my house tonight. Yeah, it's definitely tonight. Super cool. 50 blooms on my cereus. And the other thing that I worked on today are my plants on these moss poles. This one needs extended. This is obviously grown. It's grown over its little pole there, so I'll need to put a second one. I've got several, about a dozen. Most are doing pretty well. These Sigoniums, Monstera deliciosa, these Philodendron rugosums. I have several of these. These are all doing well, grabbing the moss pole with their roots like I wanted them to do. This one I had to put another little thing on it. It was starting to detach. Another one here, not doing bad at all. I put this one back up. It was starting, this had fallen down, so we want them to keep growing upward. And there's one over here that's really doing, yeah, all of these. Look at that. It's really, these have only been attached to these. Well, I started it around here, and this is all just in the past maybe 4 weeks. If I can find pictures to insert, I will. But they're all doing pretty well. So I'm glad that with the sunshade that I'll have more room for some of this other shade liking, loving stuff. This thing kills me. It just kind of keeps snaking around, and then it just kind of does that thing. And I also like what this Sigonium is doing. I planted it on this driftwood, and it just immediately grabbed hold of it with its roots. And here's a couple more moss poles over here. This pothos is just climbing this thing perfectly the way I would want it to. As is this Wagosum. These are all babies and nursing, getting back nice and strong. And the other thing going on is that when I went to the box store to get the paint for the posts and some concrete, this philodendron gloriosum just screamed at me to put it in my shopping cart and bring it home, so I just couldn't resist. And when I repotted it, I was able to cut it apart and make 4 plants out of it. This is obviously the main one, but I also got this. Poor little thing, it's been through hell. Got that, and this little darling, it has roots in it. It's gloriosum, not glorious scum, gloriosum. So this has roots and it should be fine. This had very little roots, but I'm hoping that it will have enough to, I don't know if you can see that. Let's go here. I'm hoping there's going to be enough there to work with. So it's cool when you can get 4 plants for the price of 1. This other gloriosum is doing great. I got this. Can I do that without spilling? Got this not much more than 6 weeks ago, and it's just taken off. This last leaf has that pink variation in the veins. It's hard to tell. Very hard to tell on camera, but it's there. And the other philodendron inside is the biliaceae, and he's doing great. I had him outside, but then he got just a little bit too much sun, so we got a damaged leaf there and there, so I promptly brought him back in, and he just put out this. I love it how I assign genders to my plants. For whatever reason, the gloriosums are females and this biliaceae is a male. Anyway, so he just put out this new leaf and he's doing great, as is this Monstera deliciosa. It's just loving that corner and taking off. And this fiddle leaf fig, we've come to an agreement where I stick it in this dark corner and leave it the heck alone. I burned the hell out of it when I planted it in an area that got too much sun. This whole thing was I had to cut it all off. All the leaves were, and then I over-fertilized it. This is the last remaining burnt leaf. All the other leaves, though, are great. It baffles me that this plant that it likes such a lack of light, because there's a window here, so it gets maybe 20 minutes of sun in the morning, and apparently that's all it wants. So the key to that thing is I just leave it alone. So that's an update on my backyard diaries today, as well as indoor plants. But the real news, though, is the night Blooming Cereus that kills me. 50 blooms. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.